Hey y'all.
I mean, we're recording now. It doesn't, at this point, we're already in there.
Okay, well.
I had to edit that part.
Bow, 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 bow. Click, pow, click, pow, click. Alright. Alright. Alright, you guys, so we are here. We are back.
We're here and we're away.
With another video. We are here and we are motherfucking queer.
Big queer.
See, we can't be cussing. Well, I mean, we can, but. Anyways, we are here, guys. It has been a while since you have seen us. It's actually been an exactly year because.
We do already have YouTube.
We already have one video. Also, you probably was waiting on part 2 of that video to come out, and I couldn't get my footage off my camera. Okay, so we're here, and by the looks of the title of the video,
Drum roll, please.
we are pregnant, y'all. We are pregnant, and I guess I can show you guys like a little belly bump.
Yeah,
like a little one.
It's there.
We are 7 weeks and 3 days, 2 days, 2-3 days, something like that. But we have a little blueberry up in here. I do know the baby is the size of a blueberry. Oh no, a raspberry. You're right.
Raspberry.
The baby's the size of a raspberry.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so we just came on here today because people want to know how you can get pregnant in 2024.
Yes, and
as
we
same-sex couples.
Go through any doctor or hospital or anything. So we knew about a year prior that we wanted to get pregnant. So we kind of looked and did our research and stuff. So first step was for us to pinpoint and to track our ovulation cycles. Mm-hmm. So we started off tracking. We started with pre-mom. Was it pre-mom?
I think we actually stuck with pre-mom. I did have
Mosey baby.
Yeah, so Mosey had like an app, but it was kind of like a off-brand kind of tracking kind of act. Sorry if I keep looking down. We're kind of on a time crunch. But I ended up not using that app because it just wasn't as accurate. We ended up testing hers for like 2 or 3 months, and we found out that app just was not as accurate as pre-mom. So we stuck with
accurate. So after, and basically pre-mom just comes with a bunch of ovulation strips, which are just like pregnancy strips, but they're to test your LH levels, which are your hormone levels that kind of indicate that you are ovulating and ready to get pregnant. So basically just pee on a stick every day.
In a cup. Suck the stick.
Pee in a cup. And dip,
I messed up the first time doing that because I peed on the stick, and she's like, who does that? And I'm like...
Yeah, so you're literally, and then the app, you can actually scan the code in or scan the actual ovulation kit in, and it will read the numbers for you. So we did that, and that basically you're going to want to find the highest number, and that's going to be your peak fertility day, and that's going to be one of the key days that comes into play when you're actually...
I have to give you guys a disclaimer because I say this in every other video. We are not medical professionals. We are not OBGYNs. We are not 100% scientists that tells you that
trial
your
and
peak
error
day is going to work
like
for you. Okay?
Google, books, Google, just research,
things.
Learning each other's bodies, getting to know, you know.
Because we'll tell you guys the story about the insemination, like when we actually did it. But it's important to know your peak. It's important to know your peak. Just know that. But we're not going to tell you for sure to inseminate the day before, the day on, or the day after.
That is very...
We don't know.
Very dependent on the woman. So, yeah, we tracked for about 3 months, 4 months, and then December came. And when it came time to inseminate, we started off with just like generic syringes. Yes,
I'll put a link on here. I honestly, y'all, I've heard that people have had good success stories with those particular syringes that I got. It just it didn't work for us.
Yeah, the first month we used the generic syringe from like Amazon, and we used regular like disposable soft cups. You can find those at like Family Dollar, Walmart.
Anywhere, Target. We got ours in particular from Walmart.
Walmart had some different types of brands and vegan if you want to go vegan. But we basically just did
and pre-seed.
Pre-seed.
And we
pre-seed
also
was
got
another
pre-seed as well.
Yes. So the syringe, the soft cup, the pre-seed. Those are the tools that we use to inseminate.
That's it.
The second month, we actually switched the syringe to an actual hospital syringe.
Yes. If
Got
you
one
guys can get a hospital syringe,
very airtight.
real life hospital syringe, do it.
And it actually has like a little point at the end of it. I felt like personally it was much easier to direct the sperm.
I'm not gonna tell you how to steal it, but go to the urgent care.
You got insurance to steal.
Like seriously, y'all. Like the story that happened with us is we went to urgent care and the lady was about to use the syringe on me. Like she brought it in, put it on the little kit and everything, and then she ended up deciding that she didn't want to use the syringe. So, baby, that's going in my purse because we need a really good syringe. Like they're really good. They're long enough. All you need about is what they said, about 4 inches. 8 inches?
Well, 6. But the one we got was 8. But you only need about a 6-inch.
Yeah,
syringe.
like you don't need that far of a, you know, but yeah.
Another thing, I also spent a lot of time in the like first 2 months, like really feeling around like inside her vagina, like feeling around for her actual cervix, looking into what a cervix is supposed to feel like. I also feel like that played a big role of knowing where I'm supposed to be aiming for. So it really was just a lot of getting to know and studying her body. First time, I feel like we inseminated, it did not take. I feel like it had a lot to do with she did not take prenatals. We did not prepare her because she was not supposed to be carrying. So
I did not.
We pumped her up with prenatals and probiotics. She took those for about 4 weeks before the second insemination every day. Sometimes twice a day. So when it came time to actually inseminate again, we picked out her peak number. Peak day, we went through the process of, our donor putting the sperm into the soft cup, us taking the sperm with the syringe and putting it into her cervix. And the second time, she actually did like a little upside down reverse type of thing.
I honestly feel like that is what kind of helps.
Yeah.
So let's go back a little bit to our first insemination. Our first insemination, we actually did, I believe, 3 or 4 days. We did 4 days of actual inseminating. So we were calculating my peak, of course. And when our numbers got a little over about 20, 25, we called him up like, hey, we have a pretty high number. So we need you for this night. So he ended up coming through, did what we had to do. He left. We did it. We did that for literally 4 days. So we did 3 days before my peak and the day of my peak for the first insemination. Literally did the same process. The only thing that I did not do was literally get on a headstand. But that did not work. I did cramp really bad. So I think my body was just getting used to having sperm in my body. I don't know. But the second month, we only inseminated 1 day, which was the day after my peak, because we thought my peak was going to be, according to my numbers that we had the month prior, we kind of calculated my peak would have been about 2 days after what it actually was. So he was prepared to come 2 days. And then we actually ended up getting a really high peak one night. And then literally the next day we tested and it was like going very down very fast. So he had to come real fast. We kind of made that work. And got on that headstand. Okay? Do it. Do it. If y'all can do it, do it. Like literally go on the wall, put you a pillow under your head, under your neck, and sit on the wall for as long as you can. I went about 45 minutes. I tried to go a full hour, but I couldn't.
Yeah, the first month we did it 4 days in a row, and we just propped a pillow.
Propped a pillow up. Yeah.
Like about a pillow about this high up.
Yeah, we did about 2 or 3
pillows. And she slept on top of the pillow for the whole entire night. Mind you, each time we did it, so the first time, we're not going to talk about the first time we inseminated because it didn't work. So the second time we did the insemination, we left the syringe in for about a minute. Yeah. About a minute, we left it in. And, okay, we're all grown here. Y'all trying to get pregnant. So you do have to do a big O. If you don't know what the big O is, you're not ready to get pregnant. So you have to do the big O before you do your insemination so that your body can relax. And then she also made me do another little miniature O, not a big O, a little mini O. Because you don't want to push.
Yeah, you don't want to push stuff out. We did a mini O while she had the syringe in, and then right after I did the little mini O, she put the soft cup like right behind it. So anything that was gonna come out, it would have been stayed up in there. And we did the little mini O while the syringe was in. Y'all figure it out. Do what you guys have to do.
Definitely requires a little skill. Could get messy if you don't.
Like, they say that sperm could reach an egg within a minute. It could take up to 35 minutes. So, if you guys want to leave the syringe in while you're doing your O, you can. I don't know if it's sanitary. Y'all, we don't know. Again, we're not doctors, okay? We're not doctors. We do not recommend.
Just keep your eyes open.
Yeah, we don't recommend leaving your soft cup or your syringe in for more than 12 hours. The soft cup in for, I was probably on my head for about 45 minutes. And
it was
then
like 43 minutes. She was shaking literally, like arms, like she was in a headlock, like, I mean, 43 sweating bullets. Like, I actually have a picture.
We're going to
actually
put that
picture
in somewhere.
We're not going to put it anywhere.
We're probably going to do like a journey or something. I don't know. We might do like a little slideshow journey where we show you guys our ovulation tests, our pregnancy tests, because we still have all of those. But yeah, we probably left the syringe and soft cup, like the actual sperm inside of me, for probably a good 16 hours. 16 hours. So I went to sleep. I did go to sleep with the soft cup in, and then I woke up and then I took it out, took a shower, all that good stuff.
We inseminated at like
3 or 4.
It
was like 3 or 4 in the afternoon,
and it came out at like 9.
At 9. So yeah, in the morning it was in there for a good amount of time. I'll recommend keeping it in as long as you possibly can.
And we lost some. We lost a lot.
We did. That's why. Okay, y'all. Like literally, the second insemination, we kind of was like, bro, there's no way. Because first of all, we were late. We missed the day that we thought was gonna be the peak. Like we missed that, and then it took a very long time for him to come. Like, not literally. It took a long time for him to get there. Yeah. Like we wanted to kind of do our insemination around 12 because my numbers were plummeting after 12 o'clock. Like they were going down every single time.
That's a good sign.
Yes, see, and that's the thing.
I found out that night, like we were freaking out so bad. I found out that night that that's actually a good sign because your peak number is actually when your egg starts to drop.
Yes, your peak number is when your egg is at the highest. And then 24 to 36 hours after that is as it's dropping. So we want to catch it in that dropping phase. Now, a lot of people do say put calf sperm already inside when the egg gets to the highest point, which is what we did the first month. But it didn't work. It didn't work for us. Sperm can live inside of you, they say, for about 2 days. 48 hours, 72 hours, something like that. But it's just, everybody's body is different. I don't know if I had a late ovulation. I don't know if we did put it in there early and the egg got there, but I'm pretty sure our egg, we caught it as it was dropping because our numbers were going down so fast. But other than that, y'all, that's literally all the tips we have. Try to keep it as long as possible as you're comfortable.
We did not think she was pregnant.
We didn't. We actually took a clear blue
pads for her the day that she was supposed to come on.
Yeah.
Like, we had no idea.
Yeah, and we took a clear blue test the day of my period. Like my period was supposed to come that day. And you guys know, Claire Blue said it's the day of your missed period, so it's supposed to be over 99% accurate. That said not pregnant. Like it was a digital and it said not pregnant. So we're like, okay, we hit up our donor. We're like, hey, buddy, you're going to have to take another trip down here because we don't think it'll work. Literally, y'all, 3 days later, we took so we got the Easy Out Home Pack that she told you guys that came with the ovulation test. It came with like 70 ovulation test kits and it came with like 20 to 30 pregnancy tests. So one day I was just like, my period was about 3 days late. I'm like, my period sometimes can be late because we thought we were like just stressed out from like that's what I'm saying. We're lesbians. A lot of times our periods sync together. We were stressed out. It was a lot going on. Like so, I'm thinking maybe I'm just a couple days late. So we took the little pregnancy testing, and they were very faint, but they were there. Like they were faint, but there. They were definitely lines. Then, like, the next day, I'm like, okay, bro, there's no way. The next day, I took, like, 3 more of them. And the lines were, like, still faint, but there. Yeah, I was like, I'm over this. I'm going to go get an early response. And she then went to go, because I'm on a Facebook group where, like, everybody just supports each other on getting pregnant and finding donors and all that. So they're all on there, like, I don't know, I can see the line, but you might still be early. But I'm like, at this point, I'm 4 days past my period. So I'm like, how am I early? Like, I'm 4 days past. So and at that point, her hormone levels were just still very low. They were very low. So she went to go get an early response because we heard that that's really good. That has really good red dye. Red dye 10, number 10 or something like that. And we took that first response and it was there. Like, that line was shining. Very it was up there. And so we've been pregnant ever since. Like... Yes. That was
going
literally
through many changes.
Yeah, that was about 4 weeks ago, and that puts me at about 8 weeks. No, that was about 6 weeks ago, and it puts me at about 8 weeks. You know, I go back to your period and all that good stuff. But yes, you guys, that was all we did. Like, we didn't, I mean, I guess we kind of did do something a little extra because we're lesbians, but we didn't do anything different than I have been doing research on YouTube with other past lesbian couples. So the stories that we tell y'all on YouTube is very true, okay?
It's like a bunch of collective lesbian videos and
yes, we put a lot of things together. I remember the main people I remember is Davisha and Christini. I think it's Christini. Christini and Davisha. They're currently pregnant right now too, but I remember her psychic person was like, go as deep as possible. And I told her, go as deep as possible. Like, we literally took all the videos from, a lot of advice from all these videos and just put it together. And it worked for us. So that's what we did. That's how we got our little nugget.